Hi, I'm Turk Strongman, current resident at Mind Voltage Institute. I apologize for there being no visual there. You'll just have to listen to me. This has to do with a crap load of videos that have been hitting YouTube lately with names such as New York City are turning into ghost towns due to the homeless crisis. It's, of course, supposed to say New York City is turning into a ghost town due to the homeless crisis, but there's a rash of these videos, mostly about New York City, on YouTube these days. They get a lot of clicks, I'll tell you that. Now, the purpose, my purpose here, I made a comment under this video, and I'm going to share that with you. The reason I'm doing this is to give you an example of how easy it is for people like you to get your consciousness hijacked and your perception deceived easily. Because all the videos that I see like this, and this specific channel, Discovery Globe, Life Documentaries or something like that, it gets a lot of views, and a lot of people get really emotional in their comments. You know, they get swayed. And these videos, called documentaries, are full of bullshit. I want you to listen just to the video description here. In this eye-opening documentary, we explore how the New York homeless crisis 2025 is transforming once bustling neighborhoods into desolate spaces as New York City turns into ghost towns. Local businesses close, residents move out, and entire communities feel the pressure of a growing homeless population in New York City. We take a closer look at the affordable housing New York City crisis and how the New York City shelter shortage continues to worsen the situation. The city's landscape is changing rapidly with urban decline, New York becoming a daily reality with rising rents and economic strain. The New York City eviction crisis is pushing more people into the streets, contributing to a sharp rise in unsheltered people in New York City. This video highlights the increasing demand for safe haven shelters in New York City. And the lack of emergency housing in New York City options. At the same time, public assistance cuts in New York City and inadequate infrastructure leave vulnerable populations, especially those affected by senior homelessness in New York City, without essential services. What was this? Written by some really lousy AI thing? It was really bad. We also examine how New York City housing voucher cuts are contributing to the growth of tent cities, New York, and how local communities are stepping up through homeless outreach, New York City initiatives. From first-hand footage to data-driven insights, this documentary offers a compassionate yet unflinching look at the human cost of systemic failure. Okay? All right. Here. How about this now? All right. Now, here's the truth. This is what I wrote. Hi, it's me again. Lies, lies, lies. Are you still at it? Spreading your garbage talk, riling people over nothing? New York City has always been a place of homelessness and destitution, right next door to lavish displays of wealth. How about this one? In 1984, I was the evening doorman at the Ritz-Carlton on Central Park South. I averaged $250 a day in tips. Then at about 11:30 p.m., I would get one of my standby limo drivers to give me a free ride downtown to the old Alphabet City, that's Avenues A, B, C, and D, between 14th Street and Houston Street, right next to the Bowery, also known as Skid Row, to drop me off in front of my building near the corner of 9th Street and Avenue C. Now, usually there would be at least one car burning on the block and several others upside down. Often a building would be on fire within sight. And often there was also a homeless girl named Rose running around naked. One time I had to step over a dead person to get into my building. My building had burned and was condemned, and those of us who stayed in there had dug from the basement out to under the street light outside and had spliced into its wiring so that we could have electricity. I'd get out of my limo with my pockets full of money and walk into the building. The street would be crowded with people, most of them dangerous, but they knew that if they tried to rob me, I'd kill them on the spot. I was known for doing things like that when the local children were at risk. Next door to my building was a French art fag gallery that often would be having a showing at that time of night, and when so, people would hang outside of it, most of the females wearing mink coats if it was winter, and with diamonds dripping from their necks and wrists. The homeless were everywhere. Even right next to the Ritz-Carlton, there'd be smelly homeless people sleeping against the walls. I'd sometimes have to get them to move. Next door was the Jockey Club restaurant, and the maitre d', Jacques, now and then would come out, clear the sidewalk with bums who'd hang out there to annoy his clientele. It was all just the normal way of life. The city of opportunity, more often than not, was really the city of broken dreams. My favorite New York City postcard showed 3 homeless guys trying to retrieve a quarter that had fallen into a grate that served as an air shaft over a subway line. The caption read, "New York City, land of opportunity." New York City is not turning into a ghost town. Nobody there is afraid of the homeless, and nobody there is moving away because of the homeless. Hell, sometimes I'd sleep in a tree, in a park, just for the fun of it. I'd watch crimes all night for the hell of it, and then go back to my job around 2 p.m. the next day. Not even 9/11 or the pandemic broke New York City's spirit. New York City's hardcore. So are its native residents. You don't believe me? Here's hardcore for you. One time a few homeboys from Harlem came downtown to a little kids' play area that was just across the street from my 4th floor window. They started up a hard drug operation there. Through my open window, I shot them with a pellet gun for 3 days straight. On the 3rd day, they came with shotguns and stood right in the middle of the kids and did their business. I shot 2 of them, the guys, not the kids, in their faces, just under their eyes. They packed up and left and never came back. The kids' mothers knew who'd done it, and from then on, every time they'd see me, they'd say, "Thank you." Hardcore. If anything, New York City has cleaned up since then, considerably. In most parts, you can leave your car doors unlocked and nobody will bother your car. New York City now has more people in it than it ever did before. And yeah, sure. Yeah, you're right about one thing. The city has become cold and heartless. But that's because yuppies, cops, and disgenuine people like you took over about 30 years ago. It's so damn cleaned up, it's sterile. No soul. Yeah, you were right about that, but you had the wrong reason for it. I've seen your deceptive documentary videos before. What I just wrote here is a better documentary than any of them. Stop lying and go spank yourself. There. Other comments under that video are really, these videos are really touching people, man. They're getting people all emotionally riled up. You know, things like, "Oh my God, what an eye-opener. I can't believe that our country is turning like this. Oh my God, somebody's got to do something. Oh, man. Oh, and here I was going to take a vacation there next month. I can't do it now. I'm heartbroken. For God's sakes." How easily is your perception deceived? How easily do you fall under the spell of lies and deception? That's my question to you. Oh, here's a good one. Musk says Trump's in the Epstein files. Trump says Musk is an illegal immigrant. Trump says, "I vow revenge." Musk says, "I vow revenge." Maybe their kindergarten teacher needs to put them down for a nap. How easily are you swayed, distracted, and caught up in bullshit? That's my question to you. Because this channel, my channel, Mind of Voltage Institute, is anti-consciousness hijacking and anti-perception deception. Right now, this world needs straight thinking people. Are you one of them? That's a good question for you to answer for yourself. That's all I got. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do it now. If you haven't activated the notification bell feature to be apprised of our new uploads here yet, do it now. Below your media player window, the thumb up icon, click on it now. Look in the video description area. See the donation by PayPal information? Make a note of it now. I'm Ter Strom, current resident in Mind Voltage. Be well.